Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Let me just hook this little, oh wait a sec, because the little handles of the camera is dangling down. Right, okay, so I'm going to show you something I've been working on. You're watching this after Christmas and I'm filming this before Christmas. So yeah, it's going to be a bit strange you watching us at me after. But the reason I can't show you before is because this is actually for a swap, and it's a secret swap for Christmas, so I can't show you. But I wanted to show you what I've been up to, because as you would have probably noticed before Christmas, well now, I'm a bit quiet on the old video front. I'm not putting up regular videos like I usually do, and the reason is because I've actually had 4 major swaps this month to do, and this is including this one, so this is actually finished now, but I wanted to show you. So this swap, it hasn't come from my group. This swap has come from Challange lace. I'm trying to think what it's called. Challange Vintage and Lace. And you send them a request, and a lady called Paula runs it, and she's very, very nice lady. She's really helpful. She's always checking in on me to see if I'm okay. And basically she had a challenge swap going on for Christmas, and it was called Secret Sisters Loaded Tag Pocket. That's what it was called. And basically you made something. Now you were sent the lady that you were making it for, and it was completely secret, so you don't know who is sending yours. It could be like a different so the person I'm sending it to is not the person that I'm receiving from. It's completely different. So it's a proper secret sister. So when I first heard about it, I was like, oh, I really, really, really want to do that. I really want to be involved in it. And basically this was it. So CVL will be doing a Secret Sisters for Christmas again this year. We're going to be making a 7x5" pocket to hold tags. You'll be making the pocket to hold 5 tags to go inside the pocket. And then she goes on to say what else you need to include as part of this parcel. So she also says, this is a true secret sister. You must post your tag and envelope, tags and goodies upon receiving them. And please do this as courtesy. Now, she also says, now it goes into depth. So the sign-up date was the October the 18th. Sign-up closing date was the 1st of November. The mail-by date was the 4th of December. And it's the end of November tomorrow. See? Before. The style of the tag envelope was completely your choice. The style of the tag was your choice. But she's in the actual group, there's a file, and basically you put down what kind of crafting you're into. So I put down that I like vintage, I like shabby chic, I like miniatures, that kind of thing. And you went off that. So my lady, I'm not going to mention her in case she doesn't want to be mentioned, but my lady was into steampunk, and her favourite colours was red and silver. And because this being a Christmas Secret Santa, one of the tags is in steampunk. You can sort of he's peeking there. He's Santa, but I'm going to take you through how I've made it. Now, I've never, ever made anything steampunk. I think I made a gothic thing for Shannon once upon a time, and that was on a live, and bless her, she did receive it with all good intentions and said that it was the most fantastic thing she'd ever seen. I think she was exaggerating there because I really struggled doing goth. But I found when I was learning about steampunk, and it was a lot of weeks with pen, Pinterest, YouTube and paper. I don't know how many ideas I wrote down for steampunk. I found with steampunk, it's mixed media, dark colours, and you rely on your embellishments, your metal filigrees. You rely on them more than you would images and flowers and all the pretty things that comes with shabby chic and vintage. So I'm going to show you what I've made and created. So I've wrapped it in this gold crinkle fabric because I wanted it like a little gift, because it is a gift at the end of the day. It's a swap, and I'm hoping the lady who I'm sending this to will be able to use this. Now, this was gifted to me on a roll, so I've got plenty of it. So I just thought, oh, I don't know, I fancy doing like a really pretty packaging. So the pocket itself needed to be measured 7 by 5. Now, the base to this is actually canvas. It's not paper, and this is where I got stuck, because to make an envelope, I've made a loaded envelope. To make a loaded envelope, you need card and paper, and I was stuck. What do you put on a steampunk card and paper to make it look steampunk? So I sat and I thought, why don't I do it why don't I do a canvas based, use my cog dies that I've got, and then go from there. So what you're looking at, if you can see the cogs, this is canvas. I put all the cogs on, and then I sprayed it. The actual frame itself is made by lollipop sticks, and then I relied on my metal filigrees, my flowers, my cogs, my chain, and it was the way I found it was the way that I put it all together. And this was the first thing I made out of the whole thing. The actual word, Angie helped me. She sent me some wording because I didn't have some, and she had got a big, like, it was A4, a bit smaller, but it had loads of words in, and one of the words said gobble. So I don't know, does it mean gobbledygook? I don't know, but that suited that quite well. So this was the front. On the sides, I have done paper, painted it in black acrylic paint. Now, black acrylic paint must have been my best friend doing this project, because I used it on absolutely everything I could. And then I covered the entire thing. Then I got like a sewing stamp, and I had some gold ink, and I just stamped it. And it looks like machinery. That's what I was trying to get out of it. So I did that on both sides. And then on the back's a bit lighter than the front. I had the clock from Paula. She sent me over some clocks because she knew I was getting stuck. And this is how I did the front, basically. So I put all my cogs down. I ripped the clock to give it that grunge effect. And then, again, relied on my filigrees. This is a wooden block. I ordered some of these, and I've always wanted them. And they came in a pack of 6-8. And I was lucky enough to get them. And then the gold little cogs that you can sort of see on the back are gold nail charms that I went on eBay, and I got a little pack for about 99p. That was including postage, and I've got loads left, and I can use it on many other things. But that's what the gold charms was. Now, to open it, this is the first tag. This isn't the first one I've made. This is the last one I made. And I wrapped each tag, bar one, in this like a dark green, I don't know what type of fabric you would call it. It'll come to me in a minute. But anyway, I'm hoping the lady will be able to use that. So this is actually a fabric tag. I've used fabrics instead of paper as my base, and I've just layered it. So you've got crocheted lace around the edges, some netting tulle behind there. This is like a textured fabric, black and grey, because I was going silver. And then I got grey enamel paint. That was my other best friend, because I thought silver, grey, that type of thing. That's where my head was going. So again, I used my filigree metal stuff, and then this image actually came off Pinterest, and it's in the shape of a hat, and I cut it down to fit this frame, and that just works really well. And then I've got cogs just sticking out between the filigree. So that's one tag. This tag was this wasn't the first, I think this was the second one I did. So again, this is actually corrugated card for my base, and I've layered the cogs on it, sprayed it. I've used like a netted material to get that texture, because that's what I was watching, that you needed texture. It's, if I'm not mistaken, steampunk was all about texture and grungy things and how you put it together. And there's different steps apparently. So I was watching a lady on YouTube, and she talked you through the different steps, and that really, really helped. And if I can find the lady that I was watching, she made a tag, I'll put it in this video, because she really helped me doing this project. And not that she knows it, but she did. So metal filigrees again, paper clips, cogs, and then I've got these because I thought Christmas, I could stick a little bit of Christmas in there. So that was my second tag. My third tag had to be this. Now I've actually painted this. I've done it by acrylic paints, and it's the way you paint it. You use a technique called floating, and probably have to do it as a video on YouTube to show you guys on YouTube. But I put one of these in for the lady. She could hang it down a tree. She could use it in a project. Who knows? And I painted the black with black acrylic. So the third one that I did was this little guy. Now this was the last one. The last tag that I made out of everything. And I made him today, and I was so chuffed because I had finished it. So this is actually paper, black acrylic paint on the back, and I've used my metal filigrees. This was a wooden clock, and I've picked up the face of the clock with black acrylic paint again. Used some chain, and these words and letterings I had from like a Tim Holtz section word things. Here they are. They're called... let's see what they're called. They're called Tim Holtz Ideology, and you get 295 stickers, and that's what they are. So I've got on this one, it says days and month, and then 354, whatever 354 in the end. That's what I put. So on this one, this was my first tag I'd done, and I'm hoping the lady that's receiving, she might be able to see it. So this one, I built up. That was after watching this lady on YouTube where she explains different steps. So I took it from what she was saying about different steps, and that's how I built this up. And this one's actually got little tiny envelopes, and in each envelope I've put gold paper clips that the lady can take out and use if she wants. I filled this section up with flowers and black beads. I've put a bit of chain on. Because it's Christmas, it had to have a bit of red, and being red is a favourite colour. Black beads up the top, and I've left that as my hanging tag, the wire from these black beads. Black acrylic paint on the back, and then that gave me my tag. So I've used cogs as well on the envelopes to brighten them up. So yes, that's what I've been doing. I'd love to know what you think about my tags. Do you think that I've done well on a steampunk project? Is steampunk your thing? I'd love to know. I'd love to know what you all think, because like I say, this was my first steampunk project. I enjoyed it to no end, but I will be back. I will be glad to get back to my pinks and purples. But it was so much fun getting my colours out and spraying, getting the right colour out, and I had so much fun with it. So I just wanted to thank you, Paula, for letting me join in your secret sister. And yeah, let me know what you think. Is this steampunk? What do you think? Do you like the idea of what I've done, what I've created? And if I can link that video in the description box, if I can find her again on YouTube, I will, because she really helped me. And yeah, if you've never done steampunk, watch her, because the steps she takes, she was amazing. So thank you all for watching. There's more videos to come. I've been up to lots of projects before Christmas, and they are for swaps and gifts, so I'm unable to show you before Christmas, but there's definitely more videos to come. Thank you all for watching. Take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.